Presenting the colors tonight is the Penn State ROTC Color Guard. Thank you, the Penn State ROTC Color Guard for presenting tonight's colors. We invite all students, fans, and alumni to join the marching band and sing Say Hi, Alma Mater.
the starting lineups for your State College Little Lions. The offensive line.
Matt Gall, sophomore, left tackle.
Chris Wilson, senior, center. Luke Lita, junior, right guard. Andrew Sheffield, sophomore, right tackle.
The wide receivers.
Tyson Lazar, senior, wide receiver. Drew Rushwood, senior, wide receiver. Darrell Lennon, senior, tight end.
The running back.
Lamar Wilson, senior, running back.
The quarterback.
Eric Gregory, senior, quarterback.
The defensive line.
David Haas, senior, yeah.
Thomas Keller, senior, defensive end.
Senior, defensive end.
The linebackers.
Trace Brennan, junior, inside linebacker. Bobby Scher, senior, linebacker. Wilsie Smith, junior, outside linebacker.
The defensive backs.
Drew Rushwood, senior, safety. Tyson Reiser, senior, safety. AJ Fry, sophomore, safety. Hank Lustig, junior, defensive back.
The kicker and punter.
August Duke, senior, punter. Shane Markowski, sophomore, kicker.
Fans, please join us in extending a warm memorial field welcome to our guests and visitors tonight, the Thundering Herd of Carlisle High School. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your State College Little Lions! The officials for tonight's game are Jason Darsham, John Roan, Mark Armstrong Jr., Aaron Terracorda, Dwayne Rush, Wyatt Lee, and referee Mark Armstrong.
The 2024 season is here. With it, another chance to build on a legacy of State High football. The past months of blood, sweat, and tears of preparation. It all comes down to this moment. You won't want to miss it.
Wings Over Happy Valley is proud to be this season's kickoff sponsor. Every time you order from Wings Over, use the promo code SCAHS24 so a portion of your sale goes back to the State High Athletics. Stop by after the game for the juiciest tenders and crispiest wings. Wings Over Happy Valley, flavor to fly for.
We are ready.
We are just about set for kickoff here at Memorial Field, getting ready for this conference matchup in the Mid-Penn Commonwealth Division between the State High Little Lions and the Carlisle Thundering Herd. State High comes in at 7-1. Carlisle coming in at 0-8. I'm Jacob Rudy, joined alongside Kira Baker. And this close to the playoffs for State High, not looking to do anything fancy really, just execute at the level you know you can, and then you've got a big game next week as well. Just can't overlook this game too much.
Yes, you can't overlook this game. It doesn't matter that Carlisle is 0-8. You just have to remain poised and continue playing their game that they've been doing all season long.
Owen Kissinger sends it away for State High, and that'll be fielded at the 12-yard line. Down the sideline across the 25 and up to about the 30-yard line goes Michael Hakeem for Carlisle.
Out to the 29
and run out of bounds at the 29-yard line, so that's where they'll start, first down and 10. Good start to the game there for Carlisle.
Yes, that was a good run. Let's see what they can do on offense. They get the ball first.
They come out with trips to the near side. One receiver on the short side on the left. Motion man, and they'll give it up the middle. Nice cutback by Chance Bonner, and he's got about a 6-yard gain.
Chance Bonner on the carry for Carlisle. 6-yard gain, will bring up 2nd and 4.
Not just a good start if you're Carlisle, running the ball. Just seeing if you can get any type of production on offense early to go.
Number 8, Curtis Stroud, is in at quarterback for Carlisle. He's got it back in the pistol. They'll give it up the middle again. That's Bonner again, and he's going to be stopped after a short gain. Runs into a pile that time, and it'll bring up about a 3rd and 2.
Chance Bonner runs for 1 yard. It's 3rd down.
And that O-line did not want to see him get anywhere. They were piled all on top of him to stop him so he wouldn't get that first down.
Big play here on the opening drive for Carlisle, a 3rd and short. This is a play they're going to have in this game. Play action, Stroud with pressure off the middle, and that pass falls, and they blow the whistle dead. It is incomplete. State High's defense reacted as if it was a fumble, but they do blow the whistle, and that brings up 4th down.
Yes, and that was a great play by number 0, Quincy Smith. He was all over that quarterback, applying pressure and allowing him to just throw the ball out.
On those rollout plays, you have to secure the edge, and they just weren't able to do it that time, and heavy pressure right away in the face of Stroud. Pressure in, almost got to that. Bonner sends it away, and it's fielded at about the 30-yard line. Salazar coming to the left side, gets away from one tackler across the 40 and run out of bounds at about the 45-yard line.
Oh, wow, and that was a great run by Salazar, but he was tackled down by Carson Adams.
So now we see this State High offense for the first time led by quarterback Eddie Corky.
State College will have 1st and 10 at the Little Lions 46.
Which has been their bread and butter literally all season. Eddie Corky, Ty Salazar, their wide receivers, everything from their O-line to their tight end has been everything that you've wanted this season.
This is an offense that likes to throw the ball. We'll see how they start. They will come out throwing. Corky quickly to the near side, and that's caught by Daimir Code, and he's going to be brought down quickly by Davion Baker. And we do have a late flag that comes in.
Wow, that was a late flag. Let's see what they called.
It was a gain of about 8. It'll bring up a 2nd and short, but that could change based on this penalty here. Let's see. Officials discussing, and now we'll get a call.
On the defense, 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
So it will go against Carlisle, so that will give an extra 15 yards tacked on at the end of the play to State High and a fresh set of downs as well.
And like he said, unsportsmanlike conduct, that's just unnecessary things that this Carlisle defense is already doing to start off this game.
And we didn't get a number on that call, but remember, 2 unsportsmanlike conducts, you are ejected for the game, so whoever they called, one more and he's gone. It's Daimir Code on the jet sweep, trying to get around the outside, and a great open field tackle that time by Michael Hakeem right along the sidelines, stood him up after about a 2-yard gain.
Yes, and that was a great tackle by Michael Hakeem. Daimir Code there stiff-armed the first defender and got past him, but Hakeem was right there to tackle him right before getting that 1st down.
Good containment on the outside that time by the Thundering Herd defense. Now a motion man to the other side. And now State High looking to the sideline to check the play. That was Jake Lukac that went in motion. Corky rolling to his left. He's going to fire it deep. He's got a man open. It's caught inside the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown, State High.
And that was just a great catch by Ty Salazar and great vision by Eddie Corky. Like I said, that's been their bread and butter all season. Wide receiver Ty Salazar just catch that ball. He was wide open to get it into the field, into the end zone.
Salazar, the leading receiver for the State High team, as the extra point is up and good from Shane Markowski. But Salazar having a fantastic year. As I mentioned, the leading receiver on this team. That is his 12th touchdown of the year, and State High with the early 7-0 lead.
That's a great way to start off this game. Like you said, they just have to play this game like it's any other game. Going into the playoffs, you don't want to overlook any team. That's just a great way to start off this ball game.
And we see on that drive how much State High likes to spread the ball around. They don't run the ball as much as a lot of other teams that they'll face, but they like to spread the ball out. We saw the jet sweep, but the high-flying passing attack strikes again. Owen Kissinger getting set for the kickoff again.
Let's see what Owen Kissinger can do to see if he can set this Carlisle team in a position that they might not want to be in.
And a short kick. And State High recovers at the 42-yard line, so they will get the ball back.
Wow.
Henry Lustig quick to the ball, and he got on top of it.
Hank Lustig, State College will have 1st and 10 at the Carlisle.
And just like that, State College has the ball again with a chance to score another touchdown right at the 50.
So Corky in the offense back out. Lamar Wilson to his left. He gets the carry and immediately driven backwards. Great penetration that time by Curtis Stroud. He got into the backfield right away to blow that play up.
Yes, and already that's the second time Curtis Stroud has gotten a tackle in this game and has given good production for his team.
A great job that time by Stroud of shooting the gap and forcing State High behind the sticks. And brings up 2nd and long. Wilson will get the ball again, goes to his left, and a good gain across the 40-yard line to bring up a manageable 3rd down here for the Little Lions.
Great run by Chase Bonner. Just gave it to their running back and let him do his job, which resulted in a 1st down.
So State High with it at the 38-yard line. That'll bring up about a 3rd and 5, needing to get to the 33 for the 1st down. And we'll see if this becomes 4-down territory if they don't convert here. Corky rolling to his left with time, gets a block, and now he's going to fire. He's got a man open. It's caught inside the 15-yard line. Henry Lustig hammered at the end of the play, but a good job of holding on, and State High now in the red zone.
Eddie Corkery's pass is complete. Ball spotted at the 13-yard line. That is a State High.
And State High quickly to the line there. Good patience by Corky on that last play.
Yeah, you could see he kind of got a little bottled up in the beginning, but he was able to
RPO
recover.
to the right side. Salazar breaks a tackle. He's into the end zone for another touchdown. Ty Salazar with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Wow, and now that makes it 13 touchdowns for him on this season. And that was just too easy for State College. No one was guarding him. He practically just walked himself right into the end zone for another touchdown for this ball team.
Markowski on for the extra point. It is up and good. And with that, State High now leads it 14-0 over Carlisle, exactly the start they were looking for.
And exactly not the start that Carlisle
extra point
was looking for.
Good. With 7:32 remaining in the first quarter, your score, State College 14, Carlisle nothing.
And this whole drive started with that recover from State College when they kicked the ball. And that was just a careless play and not enough awareness from this Carlisle team to get the ball.
So Kissinger will be on to kick off again for State High. We'll see if he sends it deep this time or if we see another short kick. You always have to be ready if you're Carlisle, but you don't see too many of those short kicks in a season, let alone a game. But now that front line knows they have to be ready.
Yes, they do have to be ready. All eyes have to be on that ball.
So short kick to the left side, and it's fielded out of bounds, so that will be a penalty on State High for a kickoff out of bounds. A smart play there by Bryson Rudolph of making sure he was out of bounds when he caught it, and that'll give Carlisle good field position.
That was a better time around for Carlisle. Now they're able to get the ball back for a chance to score on the other end.
Ball be spotted at 35, 1st down.
So again, a smart play that time by Bryson Rudolph gives Carlisle good field position at the 35-yard line and an offense that needs to get going here. They had a good start to the last drive, but weren't able to convert on third down. We'll see what they come up with here. Stroud in the gun with Bonner behind him.
And the center for Carlisle has the ball ready to spike it.
It is going to be Bonner up the middle, and he's going to be stopped for no gain.
Chance Bonner on the carry for Carlisle.
Quickly into the backfield that time was Sam Mayer making the tackle.
Sam Mayer on the tackle for
Substitutions coming in for State College.
Yeah, both teams making substitutions. And now we get a whistle. I think the referee's blowing it dead as State High was trying to make substitutions.
Yeah, very last minute. You could see that the coach was telling them to hurry up and get back on the field for Lamar Wilson and also Code.
Well, because if the offense subs, the defense is given a chance to sub, and I think the referee realized he wasn't going to give State High the time, and so he blew it dead. Two receivers either side for Carlisle as Stroud is back to throw, swings it out to his running back Bonner, and he's going to be upended right at about the line of scrimmage. Didn't go down, was not on the ground, was on top of the defender, and was able to fall forward for a couple extra yards. But as it is, it will be a third down and 8 for the Thundering Herd.
It's third down, Carlisle.
Yeah, and Sam Mayer just got in there last minute and tackled him very hard. You could hear the crowd oohs and ahs as he went down.
Two receivers either side again for Stroud. To give to Bonner, goes left side, gets a block, breaks a tackle, and it looks like he's going to be just short of the first down.
That was a good job by State College's defense, remaining in the play and tackling him right before he was able to get that first down. And if you're Carlisle, do you go for this? Because it's fourth and short. Or would you punt the ball?
I think at this point you have to go for it down 14-0 early. You're not going to get many more short yardage situations like this. I think this is where you have to take your chances.
Yes, and like you said, it looks like they are going for it.
Again, they come out with that two receiver set to either side. Bonner is the back. Trying a hard count to get State High to jump off sides, and now Carlisle will just call a timeout.
Yes, and that's a good decision by head coach for Carlisle. He wants to discuss it over with his team to see what they can do to convert and get this first down and continue their chances on scoring a touchdown.
So we'll see now what Coach Brandon Cook comes up with here for Carlisle. Does he decide to punt it, or does he draw up a play now during this timeout to try and pick up this first down? Because this could be a crucial play in the game here if you're the Thundering Herd.
Very, very crucial.
So it will be 4th and 2. Ball sitting at the 43-yard line. They need to get just past the 45 in order to pick up this first down.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ty Salazar with his 2 touchdown receptions tonight has become Center County's all-time touchdown receptions leader.
And it has been just announced at the stadium that with the last touchdown reception, Ty Salazar is now the all-time leading Center County touchdown receptions leader.
And that's just an amazing accomplishment for Ty Salazar. He's had a great season, not just this season, but all the years that he's been here at State College. And if you're his parents in the stands right now, you could only help but just cheer him on and congratulate him for this amazing accomplishment.
And so now, after the pre-snap penalty, Carlisle calls on the punting unit. It will be Chance Bonner to kick it away. He gets it away quickly. Sending Lustig back. He fields it at about the 25. Now cuts it back across the field. He's got blockers in a lane. And still going and brought down at the 34-yard line. Just tracked down from behind. That time by the punter, Bonner.
Wow.
But a big return there for Lustig sets up State High with great field position again.
Just a great return by Henry Lustig.
Little Lions with 1st and 10 at the Carlisle 34.
He was able to juke and jab and just get his way down the field after he caught that ball at the 20.
Chance Bonner on the stop for Carlisle.
And now they're in position, like you said, to score yet another touchdown, which could be their 3rd already in the first quarter.
One receiver and a tight end to the top, 2 receivers on the near side. Now the tight end, Lukac, goes in motion. Play action for Corky. He's got time. He's going to unload one deep and just overthrows his intended receiver that time.
Eddie Corkery's
looking for Daimir Code.
Code is incomplete. Second down.
Yeah, and that was just a little too much lead for Corky. And Code wasn't able to get it. And now Corky will come off the field. Code will come off the field.
Corky gives it this time. A nice cut up field, and that'll be to about the 28-yard line for Lamar Wilson. They'll mark him at the 29.
With a 4-yard run for State College.
So that'll bring up a 3rd and about 5.
A 5-yard run will bring up 3rd and 5 for the Little Lions at the Carlisle 29-yard line.
Two tight ends and 2 stacked receivers to the left side. Wilson up the middle again. He's going to have the first down and more. Almost broke free. He's going to be brought down at the 19-yard line.
And
if you're Carlisle,
that time by Kamori Cadet.
Fans, your Little Lions.
And if you're Carlisle's O-line, you just have to be better. Already have let 2 touchdowns slip away for this ball team, and you have to be better. If you're Carlisle's O-line to spot that runner and tackle them as soon as possible.
So correction on the last play, it was Josh Smith on the tackle for Carlisle, but State High now in the red zone for 1st and 10. Wilson wide to the left side following his blockers, and he's going to be to about the 16-yard line. Tripped up initially by Xavier Campbell.
Wilson on the carry.
They're just inching closer and closer to another end zone touchdown. Let's see what State College can do.
Corky rolling to his right, trying to direct traffic. Now fires, and it is caught for another State High touchdown. This time it's Cooper Brushwood, his first touchdown of the game.
Complete to Cooper Brushwood for the 11-yard State High touchdown.
Wow, and that is now the 3rd touchdown for this State High ball team in just the first quarter.
That does put them up 3 scores now, 20-0. And now the extra point to make it 21 from Shane Markowski.
And Markowski again, when you talk about a good kicker, you have to put Markowski in that caliber, especially for this State High team. He's been great for them all year long.
With 3:26
he hits another extra point there, and that does make it now 21-0 for State High.
And already this game has gotten out of hand for this Carlisle team, but you just have to keep your composure. We knew coming in that State High was a better ball team, coming in at 8-1 on the season. The
penalties in between plays have also hurt Carlisle so far. They had the 4th and short got an offsides penalty that pushed them back 5 yards, forcing them to punt. They also had an unsportsmanlike conduct after the play on the first drive, in which State High took it for a touchdown. So that's another thing that they'll have to clean up.
And not many penalties have been called in this first quarter, but like you said, just the little mishaps, especially with that 4th and short. I think that they should have went for it, but instead they punted the ball to give State College the ball right back.
Markowski sends it deep. It's going to be fielded at about the 6-yard line. He'll take it up the hash marks to about the 30.
And he is bottled all the way down.
Vasquez on the return of Owen Kissinger's kickoff. It's out to the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Carlisle.
Vasquez on the return there. Trace Brennan in on the tackle for State High.
Trace Brennan on the tackle for State College.
So Carlisle set up now at the 25-yard line. We'll see if their offense can get going on this drive. We saw a lot of the 2-receiver set to either side. This time they come out with a tight end to the right. Bonner is the back again. He'll get the carry, tries to take it up the middle, and he's going to be brought down after about a 3-yard gain.
On the carry for Carlisle.
Nothing really there on that possession with Carlisle. Bonner was able to run it about 3 yards, but again bottled up by this great defense.
Brian Criley on the tackle that time for State High, his first of the game, and that brings up a 2nd and 7 for the Thundering Herd.
And I want to see Carlisle throw the ball. We haven't seen them throw it much. They've been running it through Bonner a lot every time they've been on offense, and I want to see them try and switch it up a bit. See what they can do by throwing it long.
Stroud will throw it, and that is almost intercepted. The throw was a little behind the receiver, Akeem.
Wow.
Ty Salazar did a good job of jumping the route, just couldn't secure it.
Yes, but that was great vision and a great throw by Carlisle's quarterback to try and get it to their wide receiver.
So it'll be 3rd and 7 now for Carlisle. We'll see if they try and throw the ball again, which they haven't done much in this game, or if they go back to their ground game, which they've tried to rely on so far.
I'd say throw it again, just because it almost worked in the previous possession.
Hakeem in motion. Looked like a little motion on the offensive line. They toss it to Bonner. He cuts it upfield, dragging a defender, but he's going to be brought down at about the 32-yard line. Brian Criley in on the tackle again.
On the carry, gain of 4 yards. It's 4th down, Carlisle.
Another 4th down for Carlisle, and
Peyton Crane makes the
as you suspect, they're going to punt it.
So Carlisle to punt again. Salazar is the deep man, standing at his own 38-yard line for State High. We have a high snap, and the kick is blocked.
Wow, but it is recovered.
Carlisle will recover it inside the 5. They're going to mark this at the 2-yard line, so State High set up 1st and goal.
Wow.
That time a big special teams play for the Little Lions.
Yes, a great special teams play.
At the 2, it'll be 1st and goal.
And for another chance to score a touchdown, which could be the 4th in this 4th quarter. And I could just see that coming, by the way. Carlisle's punter, he was very slow to kick the ball. And right when his leg went up, that defense of State High just bottled him up and was able to block that kick.
Well, the snaps have been slow getting back there so far this whole game on every punt Carlisle's had. That one a little high as well. Took a lot of time for Bonner to be able to collect and try and get it away, and ultimately it took too long. And now run up the middle for Wilson, and he's in for a touchdown.
Wilson with the 2-yard run for a State High touchdown.
Wow, and that brings the score 27-0. State High up. And this game is just all in State High's favor so far.
Nothing fancy there for the little Lions. Just punch it in at the goal line. And now they go up 27-0. The extra point would make it 28.
Markowski for the kick again. He's 3 for 3 already tonight.
And we see a new kicker this time, Matty Zimmerman, and he knocks it through, and that makes it 28-0 for State High with 1:33 remaining in the first quarter.
Yes, Matty Zimmerman, excuse me, but so far the kickers have been perfect from the field tonight. And you saw a kicker change from State High. You might think that they're going to go back and forth with using Markowski and Zimmerman tonight. And maybe even using those 3rd and 4th string kickers to get some reps later in the game.
So Kissinger is back on for the kickoff. He'll be kicking it from the left hash this time. And with him kicking from the left hash, the front 5 of Carlisle has shifted to this side a little bit. Ready for everything after that second kickoff was recovered by State High. But this one is sent deep. Vasquez heading back and fields it at his 6-yard line. He cuts back towards the middle, and he's going to be brought down hard at about the 24-yard line by Devin Mobley.
Oh, and that was just a hard hit by Devin Mobley. Vasquez wasn't able to get anywhere on that catch.
State College. It'll be 1st and 10 for Carlisle at the Thundering.
And it'll be a 1st and 10 for Carlisle to start their offense with 1 minute and 25 seconds to go in this first quarter.
This is the first time we've only seen one wide receiver to either side for Carlisle. They come out with 2 tight ends. And the give up the middle again, trying to bounce it to the outside, but a big hit by Quincy Smith on Chance Bonner that time, and he's stopped at they mark it at the 23-yard line.
Yes, and they just weren't able to get anywhere on that possession. Quincy came in and he saw nothing but daylight.
So that play goes for about a half-yard loss. They mark it at the 23-yard line.
And the clock is just running down to end this first quarter. 40 seconds left. Let's see what Carlisle can do.
Big number 87, Jaden Shea, is lined up in the slot to the left side. Stroud under pressure, tried to tuck it and run, but he's going to be tripped up and falls forward to get back to about the line of scrimmage.
Stroud is tackled.
Tripped up that time by Robert Strayer.
And that was a good decision by Stroud. Even though he got kicked, even though he got tripped up, there was just no one open on offense that time. Every single position was covered by the State College defense, which led Stroud's only decision was to run the ball himself.
And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter here at Memorial Field. State High leads 28-0. We will be back.
He graduated from the Army Command and General Staff College and the Naval War College. At Penn State, he met and married the love of his life, Suzanne Andrews. They have 3 children, Colonel Vincent J. Tedesco III, Colonel Matthew T. Tedesco, and Miss Kim Tedesco Riley. They have 6 grandchildren and 1 great-grandson. Colonel Tedesco retired from the Army as a colonel in 1991 after 27 years of service. He commanded 3 battery-sized units, the 1st Battalion, 3rd Air Defense Artillery, the 101st Airborne Division, and the 6th Air Defense Artillery Brigade. His military awards include the Silver Star, the Legion of Merit, the Bronze Star, and the Vietnamese Cross of Gallantry with Silver Star. After retiring, the Army honored him by making him the honorary colonel of the 44th Air Defense Artillery Regiment. He has received a number of honors, including the rare honor of having a street, Tedesco Way, at Fort Hood, named for him. And a wing in Snow Hall, the home of the Air Defense Artillery and Field Artillery, has been named Tedesco Wing. The Penn State Army ROTC Battalion honored him by making him the honorary colonel of the Nittany Lion Battalion, and in 2023 he was inducted into the Army ROTC Hall of Fame. Colonel Tedesco is the president of the Central Pennsylvania chapter of the Military Officer Association of America, and he serves as a volunteer assistant coach for the State High boys lacrosse team. We are so proud to welcome him back to Memorial Field and ask you to join us in offering a warm State High welcome and thank you to retired Colonel Vin Tedesco.
We're back for the start of the second quarter here at Memorial Field. State High leading 28-0. Carlisle with it at the 22-yard line. 3rd and long for the Thundering Herd offense as Hakeem comes in motion. They try and end around reverse, but the ball's on the ground. State High's got it, and Quincy Smith will take it in for a touchdown.
Wow, and that's just something you don't want right out of the gate. It is recovered and returned by State College number 0, Quincy Smith, for another touchdown.
Good awareness that time by Smith getting on top of the ball. And it looked like Carlisle was going to have some space there on the end around, but just unable to secure the ball.
Yes, unable to secure it. And Quincy just ran it right in the end zone.
Zimmerman on for the extra point again. The kick is up and wide to the left. No good, so the score remains 34-0.
Yes, and that is the first kick so far tonight that has not gone in for State College. Zimmerman is now 1 for 2 for field goals. And Markowski is 3 for 3.
Kissinger will be back on for the kickoff this time for State High. Vasquez and Hakeem are back deep, standing at about their own 9-yard line, waiting for the kickoff.
And let's see how this kick will go. If you're Carlisle, some of the kicks so far tonight have not gone how you've wanted. So let's see what State High can do.
We saw them kick from the left hash on the last kickoff. This time they go back to the middle. Set from the S on that 40-yard line.
Markowski, the kicker for State High.
And it's a little pooch kick to the right side this time. And it's going to be fielded at about the 24-yard line and now trying to cut back to the sideline, but brought down at the 29 is Xavier Campbell. Kareem Mustafa in on the stop that time for State High.
Mason Evans in on the tackle for State College. It'll be 1st and 10.
Yes, and Mason Evans got in there on that tackle as well to stop them at the 29.
And Carlisle's offense not been set up with bad field position so far in this game, just been unable to execute. Still looking for their first down of the game.
Yes, and like you mentioned, execute. That is going to be key for this Carlisle team going into half, is just executing for this next quarter.
Low snap as Stroud collects it, but he's under heavy pressure immediately, and down he goes. Trace Brennan back there quickly for State High and got to Stroud before he could do anything. And now Stroud a little gimpy walking to the sideline.
Yeah, you can see he's limping a little bit, talking to someone on the sideline to see if he can get a sub.
It looks like he's going to stay in.
Oh, okay.
Rudolph came in from the sideline, but looks like he was just giving him the play. Stroud does stay in for this play, still walking gingerly.
Yeah, he's hobbling a
bit. He's got Bonner to his right.
And you would think that he'll just hand it off to Bonner here in this next possession, but he doesn't.
Back to throw again. This time he unloads it, but it's incomplete. Looked like miscommunication that time. Bryson Rudolph ran a short route. Looked like that's who he was intending to throw for.
Yeah, and he just threw it right out of bounds. And if that pass would have been any shorter, Henry Listvig for State College would have caught that, and it would have been an interception. Subs coming in for State College, number 6, Code coming back in.
He sets up on the receiver on the far side. Stroud gives this time. Bonner going to his left, still driving, dragging a defender with him. And he's going to be brought down by Devin Mobley, but a good run that time that brings up a 4th and short, though. We'll see what Carlisle decides to do.
Gain of 12 on the play.
And they've been in these situations a lot already in the first quarter where they've been here close for 3rd downs, but not able to convert. So let's see what happens here.
Looks like they are going to go for it. Bonner set up in the pistol. Stroud set up in the pistol. Bonner behind him. The give is to Bonner. Goes to his right. Picks up a 1st down and more. And he's going to be upended to about the 45-yard line by Kellen Williams.
Bonner with an 8-yard run for Carlisle. Thundering Herd, 1st and 10 at the Carlisle 45.
At the first down pickup of the game for the Thundering Herd and starting to gain some momentum on offense. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Tackle for State High.
That was just a great run by Carlisle. Even though you didn't get much production from it in the first quarter, just keep doing it. And eventually you'll start to see some success.
Give this to Bonner again, going to his left, and he's going to be stood up just beyond the line of scrimmage this time. Now starting to be pushed forward, and he picks up about 2.5 yards that time.
Chance Bonner on the run for Carlisle, gain of 3 on the play.
And Bonner looks gassed right now.
Well, he has carried a heavy workload so far in this game.
Yes, he has.
But he has been the most successful, especially on this drive here on offense. So they will likely rely on him. They fake it to him here. Stroud trying to get away now. Throws into traffic and incomplete. Looking for Davian Baker that time. Not a bad throw, but heavy traffic and State High able to break it up.
Almost picked off, but
3rd and 7.
State High wasn't able to get that interception.
Kellen Williams credited with the pass breakup for State College.
So now that brings up 3rd and 7.
Another 3rd and long for this Carlisle team. Do they give it to Bonner or do they throw it again?
It is Bonner cutting it up the middle, breaks a tackle, but then is going to be driven back. They mark him at the 48-yard line, so that brings up about a 4th and 3. And you have to expect Carlisle is going to go for it again. They've gone for 1 4th down on this drive, was able to convert. Yeah. And at this point, you've got nothing to lose, especially on your opponent's side of the field.
Yes, nothing to lose. And he was brought down by Keller Williams on that previous play. And you would think that they would go for every single 4th down after this because they don't have anything to lose. You're down 34-0. All you can do is try.
Vasquez, the motion man. They give it to Bonner, though. He's going to be brought down right at the 45-yard line, and they are going to mark it a 1st down, so they move the chains again.
And this is a good possession by Carlisle. I would say that this is their best possession that they've had all game.
Without question, the 2 1st downs in this drive, the only 2 1st downs they've had in the game. They're finally starting to move the ball.
Yes, they've been able to move the ball, and let's see if they can move it even more with a new set of 1st downs.
Play action, Stroud rolling to his right. He's got pressure in his face, and that comes up short and is picked off.
Wow.
Breaks a tackle down the sideline. Now cutting all the way back across the field is Ty Salazar. He's got a lane, and it's a pick 6. Wow. And a little Lions touchdown.
And that was just all Ty Salazar. Stroud threw it right into his hands for him to go all the way to the other side of the end zone and give them an extra 6 points. Wow. And just when you thought that Carlisle was gaining any type of momentum, State College comes back and scores on the other end.
Well, great pressure that time on Stroud, forced the short throw, and Salazar right place at the right time.
Yes, definitely at the right place at the right time. And now there's another kicker for State College.
Daryl Lunan on to attempt this extra point. The kick is up and good. So that will push the lead now to 41-0 in favor of State High with 7:15 remaining in the 1st half.
And it's nothing but smiles and jumps and laughter on this State College sideline. As it should be. They've had an exceptional game so far. With still 7 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter.
We see 2 new kickoff returners for Carlisle back deep. It's Khalil Jackson and Zaravion Clark. Standing inside their own 10-yard line waiting for this kick. Kissinger on to kick off again for State High. Both teams set, and the kick is away. This one going to be fielded by Clark at the 8-yard line. Cuts it back towards the middle, now trying to go to the far side, but he's going to be tripped up that time.
Yes.
Looked like by Cooper Ingold for State High. And that'll have Carlisle set up at their own 22-yard line.
Cooper Ingold on the tackle for State College. It'll be 1st and 10, Carlisle in the Thundering Herd 22.
Another chance for Carlisle to score. Their previous possession, they were able to find a little bit of success with gaining 2 first downs. So let's see if they can continue that here, despite the interception that they had previously.
The last drive was the first time we really saw any momentum from this Carlisle offense. We'll see if they can gain it back despite the mistake.
Yes. And it was mainly their running back, Chase Bonner.
Stroud looking to throw, and that one falls incomplete. Was looking for Davian Baker.
Stroud's pass intended for Davian Baker is incomplete. Second down.
And that was a great look. Just couldn't convert the catch. He was wide open.
Looked like a throw was there. I don't know if he turned his head too early or what, but it looked like they were going to have the connection. But as it is, that leaves it as 2nd and 10 now for the Thundering Herd.
Two wide receivers on the side like they've set up mostly all game. And a flag.
And we do have a flag, and it's going to be a delay of game coming against Carlisle.
Delay game on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
Which is something you just don't want when you start racking up these penalties and flags, especially if you're Carlisle. That's just putting an even worser pain in this game for you, especially when you have no points on the board.
Only the 3rd penalty so far in this game, but all 3 have come after or before the play for Carlisle. No penalties between the whistles so far, and that sets them up now at their own 17-yard line. Stroud rolling to his left will fire to the sideline, but too high for Xavier Campbell.
Yeah, that was a little too high. You could see
intended for Xavier Campbell is incomplete.
Zay didn't even try to get up to catch that ball. It was just slipped right over his fingertips.
That sets up now a 3rd and 15. And these are the types of situations you just can't get into in an offense that has relied on the running game so far in this first half. It's been most of their production, the little bit of production that they've had. But they gain some momentum on the ground, but in situations like this, you're almost forced to throw it.
Yes, you are forced to throw it, and I'm actually surprised that they didn't pass it to Bonner on those first possessions, and now they do.
They give it to Bonner. He goes up the middle, has a lane, and he's going to be close to that first down marker. It looked like he was brought down at about the 30-yard line.
The carry brought down by Peyton Crane.
So that does bring up a 4th and 2. Another decision to make for Brandon Cook.
And now Bonner comes out, and number 6 for Carlisle, Davian Baker, comes back in. And excuse me, Bonner is actually still on the field. And you would think that they'll just give it to Bonner again after that success on the previous play.
So Ravion Clark is the back on this play. Stroud standing at his own 25-yard line. Motion man is Vasquez. They give it to him, but that play blown up in the backfield, driven backwards, and Carlisle does not convert on 4th down.
Vasquez is brought down by Matt Gall.
Cleaned up by Matt Gall in the backfield, and State College has possession at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and that was just great awareness by Matt Gall. Stroud got exactly nowhere on that play.
So now we'll see the State High offense back out on the field. 2 receivers to the right side, 1 and a tight end to the left for Corky, and they're going to give it up the middle. That's Rowan Walker, and pushing the pile, and now he will go down. They're going to mark it at the 23-yard line.
Rowan Walker on the carry for State College. Gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Nice gain of 3 for Rowan Walker for this State College team.
His first carry of the game goes for about 3 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 7. Corky to throw, shuffling, lofting one for the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown.
Wow.
Daimir Code with the reception, and that pushes it to 47-0 now for State High.
And Mikkel Hakeem, the defensive person that was supposed to be on Code, just was nowhere to be found. It looked like he was honestly watching that ball go right into Code's hands.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he knew where the ball was.
Yeah, I'm not sure he did.
But a good job by Code of just tracking the ball and getting underneath it. And a good job of also staying in bounds, as Reese Miller is the kicker this time, and he knocks through the extra point. But as I was saying, a good job by Code of keeping his feet in bounds. That throw very close to the sideline, but able to reel it in and secure the touchdown. And it is now 48-0 after the extra point.
And as you saw there, another kicker for State College. They've now had 3 different kickers kick in this ball game. And that's a great sign for them, especially heading into the postseason very soon. You have a variety of different kickers that can give you production.
So this time we see Hakeem and Vasquez are back deep again for Carlisle. We saw the 2 different returners in Jackson and Clark last time. Kissinger on to kick off again for the Little Lions. Kick is away, and this one's going to be fielded by Hakeem at about the 13-yard line. Has a couple of blocks. Goes down the sideline. Is going to be knocked out of bounds at the 34-yard line. And that's where Carlisle will start this drive.
Kickoff return for Carlisle.
Looks like they're going to mark him at the 35.
Out to the 35-yard line, 1st and 10, Thundering Herd.
Carlisle making a substitution. That's Campbell going off. Rudolph comes onto the field. And we see a new quarterback in. That's number 12, Carter Wilson, now in the game.
Yeah, and with that
Give to Bonner up the middle, cuts to his left, and is going to be brought down just across the 40-yard line by Jake Lukac and Nathan Haas.
And like I was saying, with that new addition to another quarterback, that should give this Carlisle team maybe some more production, a new set of legs coming in. You would think that Shroud, you know, he's tired. He's been carrying this load all game, even though it's only the second quarter, believe it or not. But this allows him to get some more production and, you know, maybe a positive production with a new quarterback on the field.
Wilson off play action, rolling to his right. He's now going to throw it, and it's going to be caught at the 44-yard line by Campbell. There is a flag in the secondary.
Penalty flags are down.
So we'll see. You often see holding or pass interference on that part of the field.
Yes, and already with number 12, Carter Wilson, coming on the field for Carlisle, you've seen production already just on his second possession, being able to convert that pass to Campbell on the right side.
It looked as if both teams were unaware that there's a flag on the field. They're discussing it with Brandon Cook over on that Carlisle sideline.
Penalty decline. 1st down.
So it was a hold on State High, but Carlisle with the big play, they will decline the penalty, and they have it now at the 44-yard line.
Yes, they do have it at the 44-yard line, and that's a good sign for this Carlisle team, bringing them a little bit closer to the end zone.
Bonner up the middle, plunges forward and dives to about the 39-yard line. It's a good play there on 1st down for a 5-yard gain. And we saw Stroud, again, he did remain in the game for a couple of drives, but was a little gimpy walking to the sideline. We saw him continue for a little bit, but we do see Wilson in there now, and he's got trips to his left. Campbell is the wide man, Hakeem in the slot, and then you've got Josh Smith, the inside man. Bonner again falls down in the backfield, tripped, fell it forward to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and he just completely tripped on that play. It looked like he was going to be able to convert the first down, but just tripped over his feet and couldn't really do much for that possession.
That brings up a 3rd and 6 as the Turf Monster force a 1-yard loss.
The score is still 48-0 with 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter with a running clock.
Wilson out of the pistol, and that pass is going to fall incomplete.
Wow, and that was just...
Looking for a screen there to Josh Smith, but threw it too far in front of him.
Yes, and Josh Smith was wide open on his left side, and he just completely missed that throw. Another
So it
chance.
looks like the offense is going to stay on the field and go for it. They're at the 40-yard line of State High. Campbell has just come into the huddle. And now they set up with trips to the left side again. And we get a false start penalty as Smith went in motion, but there was a movement from Hakeem as he was still lined up in the slot.
Yes, and you could just see there, Mikkel went a little too quick right before that whistle was blown.
So it looks as if they will still go for it. It's now 4th and 11 at the 45. Trips to the left side again. This time we've got Vasquez in the slot.
And you really have nothing to lose if you're Carlisle. Like I said, go for every single 4th down opportunity that you have.
Wilson stepping up. A jump pass deep down the field, had a man open, but it falls incomplete. A little too short that time, was looking for Vasquez.
Wow. And that now gives State College the ball back, and they will take over on bounds.
So good job there of stepping up in the pocket by Wilson. Good awareness, just unable to connect. Needed a few more yards on that throw.
Yes, and if they were able to connect, they would have been right there by the end zone for a chance to score, but just not enough daylight and opportunity for this Carlisle team, and now State College gets the ball back at the 40.
Just under 2.5 to go here in the first half. They have it at the 45-yard line with a 48-0 lead. Corky still in the game at quarterback. Walker next to him. He gets the handoff, but we get a whistle. And it's going to be for a delay of game.
Delay game on your offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
A delay of game on the offense, so they will go back 5 yards. And now they'll be at the 40.
Keen Furmanek and Kellen Williams have just checked into the game for State High. And it looks like Corky is coming off now. So that might be the end of his night with the 48-0 lead.
Yes,
Williams, the new quarterback.
Yes, and a well-deserved rest for Corky. He's given them 5 touchdowns on the night.
Walker coming to the outside, a stiff arm, gets away and is now going to be brought down at the 46-yard line. Jalen DeBro, the first guy to him.
Gain of 5 on the play. Jalen DeBro leads the
7 touchdowns on the night, excuse me, for Corky.
Clock ticking now, under 2 minutes here to go into the first half. Williams looking to throw for the first time, trying to evade pressure, and he's going to be run out of bounds. Good job that time by Damon Jones getting into the backfield and forcing him out. So that will bring up a 3rd and long now for State High at the 41.
In the backfield.
Yes, great awareness by Damon Jones there. He just kind of swirled him around right into the sideline. And you would think after this first half is over that both teams are going to just bring in their 2nd and 3rd stringers to finish this game off.
Williams tried to get away in that play, but Jones able to get a hold of that jersey and was not going to let him go after that. Motion man is Keen Furmanek, and we get another pre-snap penalty.
Another penalty. That is 2 penalties back-to-back already. Let's see what they call here.
This one's going to go on Carlisle.
We got a legal substitution on the defense. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
There are 12 men on the field for Carlisle.
And as you can see, this Carlisle team, they're just all looking confused, talking with one another, trying to see how that 12th man got on the field.
Joey Bozakevich came off the field. Williams now rolling to his left, has some space and has a man open, but it's dropped.
Wow.
Adam Scherf, the intended receiver that time, had some space in front of him, would have been an easy 1st down, but it falls incomplete, and that brings up a 4th down with 1.5 minutes remaining.
Many substitutions here for State College. And it looks like they'll go for the 4th down. Oh no, they're going to punt it.
Seems to be some confusion for State High. Again, a couple of guys running on late, but they are set now. Kissinger back to punt, and he sends it away. Fair catch called for, but muffed on the play. It looks like State High recovered.
Wow, and that's just another careless play.
And they did.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Cooper Ingold able to get on the loose ball, and State High gets it back at the 23-yard line.
Yes, and Carlisle has not had their fair share of luck tonight with kicks at all. And that gives State High another opportunity right back in the end zone, close to the end zone.
The Carlisle 24.
And they'll be at the 24.
So now 1:23 remaining in the first half. State High now set up near the red zone. Williams rolling to his right. Throws to the sideline, and that's caught and run out of bounds inside the 10-yard line is Adam Scherf.
Pass is caught by Adam Scherf.
So they'll mark him, looks like right at the 10-yard line. So that'll set up a 1st and goal.
Your Little Lions enter the Glen red zone.
And that was a gain of 15 on that play.
All spotted at the 10-yard line. That is a State High 1st down.
So State High making some substitutions in between plays here. Set with 2 receivers to the left. They give it, though, this time, and that's going to be blown up in the backfield. A good job that time by Josh Smith coming in to blow up that play.
Now with 1 minute to go, the clock is ticking
down.
down.
On the carry for State College.
This will now be 2nd down for State High.
That was the first carry of the game for Levi Malott. And he gets another one here. Gets a couple of blocks, pushing forward, still on his feet, but now he's going to be driven back, and they're going to mark him at about the 6-yard line.
Malott on the carry for State College.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and goal,
6 on the play,
but only 30 seconds remaining. State High does not have to snap it again if they don't want to. Looks like they will.
And that was just a great second carry by Levi Malott. The first one he didn't get much action, but the second one he was able to get enough yards to get closer to that end zone.
He gets another one this time and takes it to about the 3-yard line as the clock ticks under 10 seconds. We'll see if State High calls a timeout to run one more play, and they do. So they take the timeout with 3 seconds left. The ball sitting just inside the 5-yard line as we have a Carlisle player slow to get up. And it looks like that's Curtis Stroud coming up a little gimpy again, and now he's going to head to the sidelines.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think he should have ever came back in the game with you down 48-0. You don't want to risk that chance of your starting quarterback, getting injured, especially with him limping and showing signs of weakness earlier in this game. But he is now back on that sideline, and it looks like he'll be getting some help from the
other side of that coin, though, is you look at the Carlisle sideline as opposed to the State High sideline. Carlisle just does not have the depth that State High does. You look at the State High sideline, their team is about double the size, if not more, of Carlisle's. They don't have the depth to be able to rotate more guys in, and sometimes it forces unfortunate situations like that. He is on the sideline now, though, being attended to by the training staff. So 3 seconds remaining here in this first half. State High will attempt one more play.
Let's see what they do.
Play action. There's the throw, and it's caught, and it's a touchdown for Daryl Lunan.
Yes, great catch by Daryl Lunan to end off this second quarter. The 8th touchdown for this State High team, giving them a 54-0 lead. And that's just great execution for this State High team, especially going into the halftime.
Good recognition that time by Williams, finding the open man, finding him quickly right at the goal line to get in for the score. And now the extra point is no good.
Extra point attempt is
and that is now the second missed field goal tonight by State High. But great half for State High and a not so good half by Carlisle.
So State High leads as we come to the end of the first half. It is 54-0. We will be back for the start of the second half.
Bright flashing lights and/or imagery that may cause discomfort and/or seizures for those with light sensitivity. The brighter flashing lights may occur during, but are not limited to, in-game scores, end-of-game victories, as well as the halftime and post-game band performances.
and John Held. Lauren was the daughter of Amy and Brian Marshall. Lauren is the Senior Senate President, Executive Director of Minithon, and a competitive dancer. She is a teacher at Hot Styles Dance Company and a two-time All-Star National Championship qualifier and a four-time All-Star World Championship. Lauren plans to go to Penn State to study kinesiology. John is the son of Maury Preacher and Robert Held. John is a member of the State College area rowing team. John plans to go to Penn State to major in biology and minor in marine biology. Couple number 2, Lauren Marshall and John Held. Couple number 3, Sanaya Abdullah and Ryan Caldwell. Sanaya is the daughter of Alita and Gary Abdullah. Sanaya is a prominent member of the State High Track and Field Team, Black Affinity Group, and a previous ICDC qualifier in DECO. She also participates in lab work at Penn State, working on the discovery of a drug to help cure ovarian cancer. After high school, Sanaya plans to attend a 4-year college studying molecular biology and pursue a PhD, with a plan to focus on the concept of IVF, to give people facing infertility a chance of having a family 100% biologically related to them. Ryan is the son of Valerie Flamini. Ryan is a member of the cross-country team and track and field teams. He is also involved in State High Choir. In his free time, he can be found with his bro, Rex, chilling in Dubai. After high school, Ryan hopes to attend college, out of state, and major in political science. Couple number 3, Sanaya Abdullah and Ryan Caldwell. Couple number 4, McKenna Muller and Thomas Keller. McKenna is the daughter of Joel and Sean Muller. McKenna is a member of the State High's TSA, FBLA, and Key clubs. After high school, McKenna plans to major in architecture and pursue a minor in education. Thomas is the son of Brad and Don Keller. Thomas is a member of the State High football and lacrosse teams. After high school, Thomas plans to continue playing football at Ithaca College while majoring in business analytics and pre-law. Couple number 4, McKenna Muller and Thomas Keller. Couple number 5, Madison Kissinger and Zach Mazer. Madison is the daughter of Emily and Kirk Kissinger. Madison was a competitive gymnast for 9 years at Summer Elite, where she was a 4-time individual event state champion and regional medalist. She now coaches younger gymnasts and spends time long-distance running and training for half marathons and volunteers for Special Olympics. After high school, Madison plans to attend college and study psychology and organizational leadership. Zach is the son of Julie and Tim Mazer. Zach is a member of the Little Lion Fund, FBLA, State High Baseball, State High Golf, and the National Technical Honor Society. After high school, Zach plans to attend the University of Tennessee to major in business analytics. Couple number 5, Maddie Kissinger and Zach Mazer. To crown this year's King and Queen is the Queen of State High, Pam Locke. And the 2024 Homecoming King is Luca Snyder. And the 2024 Homecoming Queen, Genevieve Clayton.
The State College Football Booster Club would like to thank the following businesses for their corporate sponsorship. Best Line Equipment, Christine's Hallmark, Jersey Shore State Bank, Jersey Shore State Bank Mortgage Services, Lion Country Kia, Chris J. Devlin DMD, C.S. Myers & Son, United Insurance Solutions, Rapid Transit Sports, Penn State Federal Credit Union, State College Orthodontics, Wegmans, Sheets, Truist, and Wise. The Football Booster Program would also like to thank the following businesses for their help in feeding our teams. Nittany Nets, Olive Garden, Canyon Pizza, The Cove, as well as Chef Zach, Chef Nicole, and the State College High School Culinary Arts students. Finally, the Football Booster Program would like to thank Dave Green for all he does for our teams and program here at Memorial Field. Thank you, Dave. Fans, while you're here with us tonight, we would encourage you to visit the Gambling Drive-Bis Plaza and the Class of 62 concession for all your game time concession needs. The menu includes hot dogs, hamburgers, popcorn, cookies, soft pretzels, nachos, candy, and a variety of drinks. On our visitor side by Gate G, we also are offering grab-and-go drink and snack items for your convenience. As a reminder, we ask you that you help us leave our grounds better than we found them by placing all trash and waste in the garbage cans located throughout the stands. Thank you for policing your area and disposing of all trash.
we're back for the start of the second half here at Memorial Field. State High leading Carlisle 54-0. I'm Jacob Rudy, joined alongside Kira Baker. And not too unexpected, we saw a dominant first half performance there from State High.
Yes, definitely not unexpected. The State High team has been exceptional year-round, coming in with a 7-1 record overall, and Carlisle coming in with the 0-8 record overall. So we knew this coming into the game, that this matchup was going to be quite a bit of a challenge for Carlisle, and it has been just that this evening.
Especially when you come in with an 0-8 record, and now the kickoff from Parker Foreman is away and fielded at the 10-yard line. Now across the 25, across the 30, breaking a tackle and brought down at the 35-yard line.
And
that was Adam Scherf on the return. Yeah. No, excuse me, Cooper Ingold on the return that time for State High.
Yeah, and if you're Carlisle, if you're the head coach, what are you saying to your team coming into the second half? You're down 54-0. What is it that you're telling your team?
I mean, it's a tough situation for any coach. I think you're just saying, look, forget about it. This is the situation we're in now. Let's just go make something positive. Keep trying to make plays.
That's exactly what I would say.
Game's out of reach at this point. But just keep trying to execute. Don't worry about the other team, as this play is going to go up the middle and across the 40 to about the 42-yard line.
On the carry for State College. Gain of 7 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 3.
But you mentioned State High being at 7-1, the only loss 7-6 earlier in the year to Harrisburg, another one of the top teams in this conference. So a very strong year and another strong performance to go along with it here tonight.
For sure, and every single game leading up to postseason is just going to help this State College team. No matter if it's a team like Carlisle or a team like Central Dauphin that they played last week.
Big collision on the outside that time as Ingold run into with Xavier Campbell. Just across the 40-yard line. It's at about the 40.5-yard line, so that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 4.
And that just shows how good of a great team this State College team is, because last week they played Central Dauphin and they're a 7-1 overall team, and they blew them out 55-17. And that just goes back to the depth that you were talking about early in the game. They have so many guys that can give production on this field day in and day out.
Williams is the quarterback for State High. We saw him come in late in the first half for Eddie Corky, and he gives it again this time up the middle, and that's going to be stopped short.
Rowan Walker on the carry.
And that was Rowan Walker on the carry.
Pick number 57, Nathan Carothers, there on the stop, and that brings up a 4th down. And you mentioned the performance from State High last week, a 55-17 win over CD East, and that maybe their best performance of the year, and it shows you the progression throughout the season. Now heading into postseason play here in a couple of weeks, State High will, of course, make the district playoffs.
For sure. In that game, they scored 55. In this game, they already have 54, and the second half just started. So,
first punt of the game for State High bounces out of bounds. They mark it at the 27-yard line. So that's where Carlisle will set up for their first drive of the second half. They will have it 1st and 10. We saw for Carlisle, Carter Wilson come in at quarterback. Curtis Stroud injured in that first half. He did continue for a little bit, but they did bring Wilson in, and he is in at quarterback on this drive.
Yes.
So we may have seen the last of Curtis Stroud tonight.
Yes, he will probably end off the game throughout the rest of this second half. Wilson there, number 12 for Carlisle.
Wilson taking it around the right side, and he's going to be up to about the 32-yard line. Brought down that time by Danny Brennan.
Carter Wilson on the carry.
And he just said, I'm going to do it myself. He took that ball and he ran it. No one was open, just to give him a gain, getting closer to that first down.
Tackle for State College.
And again, we mentioned the end of the progression throughout the season and heading into playoffs. State High, even with a loss next week at McDevitt, will be in as Wilson rolling to his left. He's going to launch one deep, and that one's going to be out of the reach of his intended receiver, that time looking for Josh Smith.
Yes, and he was just covered great by number 14, Sean Brennan. He had no chance of catching that ball because Brennan was all over him, and as well, the pass was just a little too high for him to even get it within reach.
So that brings up a 3rd and about 4 for Carlisle here. And the one thing that Wilson has given them as opposed to Stroud is a little bit more mobility, maybe opens up the playbook a little bit. They have a chance to spread the field a little bit more, and they've done that. We've seen him run it. We've seen him try a couple rollouts. They're going to give it up the middle this time, and that's going to be a first down and more for Chance Bonner up to about the 47-yard line. We saw some production out of him in the first half and another good carry for him. And the first down of the second half here for the Thundering Herd. And you see the clock continue to move. We are at the mercy rule. It will be a running clock for this second half as we're getting close to 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, and that's something that Bonner has done great all game, just running that ball. He's been their bread and butter all game. When they haven't been able to throw the ball well, they've given the ball to Bonner, and he's given them great production, which you just saw there in the previous play.
Bonner gets it again, goes up the middle again. This time he's going to be stopped for a short gain, runs into a pile. They're going to give him a 2-yard gain to the 49-yard line.
For Carlisle. It'll bring up 2nd and 8.
And like you said already, it's almost about to be at the halfway mark for this third quarter. Running clock, like you said, and at this point, all you can do is just continue to play your game with the third and second stringers in to end off this ball game. All you can do is just play, continue to run the plays that your offensive coordinator is writing up for you for Carlisle and try to get some type of execution.
Pitch this time to Zeravion Clark, and he's across the 40. That's good enough for a first down.
Zeravion Clark on the carry for Carlisle. Tackle made by Danny.
And so far, they've gotten good production on this possession. They moved the ball up quite a bit, and they'll be at the 40 for this next possession.
So Carlisle starting to move the ball again. We saw them move it down the field a couple of times in that first half, but ultimately turnovers kept them scoreless. Let's see if they can continue this drive and punch it in here. Motion man is Michael Hakeem, and he gets it, cuts it inside the 40, and is going to be run out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. That time by Danny Brennan.
Yes, and that was just a great shovel pass to Michael Hakeem to run on the left side of the field, giving them a gain of 3.
So Carlisle relying on the running game here on this first drive of the second half. That was what was the most successful for them, even though they remained scoreless in that first half. They were able to move the ball down the field a little bit in the running game. Trips to the right side this time for Wilson. He's back to pass, steps up. He's got some room. Now a jump pass over the middle is going to be picked off
by number 32 for State
Danny
College.
Brennan, bringing it back to the 36-yard line. An ill-advised throw that time into traffic, and State High comes away with it. 4:32 remaining in the third quarter, and they've got the ball back, and another turnover ends another drive for Carlisle.
And the same thing happened in the first half when Carlisle started to get a little bit of daylight and see a little bit of positivity going up the field. An interception happens, and what happens again? The same thing in the second half, right at 4 minutes and 32 seconds.
So State High's offense will come back onto the field here.
That's just
And
a bummer
we see
for
the third
Carlisle.
quarterback of the game for the Little Lions. It's Keen Furmanek in there now. And the give is up the middle, and that's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. We do have a flag that comes in as Walker had nowhere to go that time.
And I believe it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct or unnecessary roughness on Carlisle.
It's going to be a face mask.
We got face mask on the defense, 5 yards. Still first down.
So it is only a 5-yard face mask, not 15.
Okay.
We do have that rule in high school that there's 2 different levels to a face mask penalty. It can be a 5-yard or a 15-yard personal foul. They only call 5 here. So that puts it is first down again. That puts it at the 40-yard line for State High. Motion man to the other side of the formation is Donovan Ortiz. As Furmanek rolling, the lefty throws, and it's through the hands of Ortiz.
Wow.
Had him behind the defenders, throw a little bit behind him, but Ortiz able to get his hands on it, just unable to come up with it.
Yeah, the ball just slipped right through his fingers there. He was wide open, but he just couldn't convert the catch.
So that brings up a 2nd and 6 now after the play and the penalty. And now we get a whistle. Referee coming over to the State High sideline to talk to Matt Lintel, the head coach. I'm not sure what this is about.
But we will let you guys know in a moment. Both teams are heading back to their designated sidelines, huddling up, speaking with both of their coaches. And if you're Carlisle, this gives you a chance just to regroup and figure out what you need to do to end this third quarter off. Still scoreless in this game, but you still have to remain composed and continue to play defense no matter what. Still unsure what the call is, but
The referee is back in the middle of the field. He came over to the State High sideline to talk to Coach Lintel. We don't know what that conversation was about. Both teams were lined up for the second down play, and then the officials blew it dead.
But now we are back in action, and State High will get the ball again for a chance for the second down. And let's see what Fumerick does on offense.
So State High letting the play clock run down. It will run under 10. Furmanek takes the snap and gives it. Bouncing it to the outside is Cooper Ingold. He's got a block and a first down and stiff arm out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and that was just a great stiff arm by Ingold to run right onto Carlisle's sideline.
That is a State High first.
And he was able to give State High another first down.
Again with the running clock, even after that play going out of bounds, the clock continues to move. 2:15 and counting now in this third quarter.
The ball now at the 47.
Toss to Ingold this time, trying to get around the right side, and he's going to be to the 49-yard line of Carlisle, brought down by Joey Bozakevic.
Joey Bozakevic makes the tackle for Carlisle.
And we've got an injured Carlisle player. That's Trent Gearhart that's down. So the training staff is going to attend to him, and we will take a short break. We're back after the injury. 2nd and 7 at midfield, just past midfield here for State High. Furmanek to throw. He throws quickly, short to the sideline, and that's caught right at the 41-yard line by Devin Mobley, and he's going to be brought down right there. It is good enough for another State High first down, and they keep the chains moving as this next play will likely come in the last minute of the third quarter.
Yes, and just great production these last couple of possessions by Ingold and also Devin Mobley so they can convert multiple first downs with 1 minute to go. We'll see what State High can do to end this third quarter off.
Motion man towards this side of the field. And Furmanek going to keep it this time, and he's going to be brought down at the 36-yard line. So gain of about 6 that time. And State High does not have to snap it again before the end of the third quarter.
Yes, and he was brought down by number 57, Nathan Carruthers there.
And it does not look like State High will snap it again. It looks like they are going to take this to the end of the quarter.
And with that being said, it is 54, still nothing by Carlisle to end this third quarter off as the clock runs down to 0.
That is the end of the third.
So that is the end of the third quarter. We will be back at Memorial Field for the wrap-up of this game. We're back for the start of the fourth quarter. State High has it 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line of Carlisle. Keen Furmanek still in at quarterback for the Little Lions. Rowan Walker is the back to his right, and there's a motion man across the formation, and they're going to give it to him. Gets a block and cuts it upfield. He's inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. That was Adam Scherf on the jet sweep.
Yes, and that was a motion man for Ashton Scherps. And he just went right towards the right side of the field to gain.
Ball spotted at the 27-yard line of Carlisle. That is a State High first.
To gain a first down for State High. And they'll start with the ball at the 28-yard line.
So that clock continues to move. They let it bleed down, and now Furmanek takes the snap. He's rolling to his left. He's going to fire one deep to the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown.
Wow.
Evan Grubbs with the reception. First touchdown of the game for both of those players. And the lead is now 60-0 for State High.
And that wasn't an easy catch by Aaron Grubbs either. He got up in that air with the defender on him and was able to catch the ball and land all the way down in the end zone. And that was just a great vision by Furmanek to get that ball high in the air to his receiver on the left side of the field.
Maddie Zimmerman is on for this extra point, and
a flag.
We have a flag. There was some confusion on the State High sideline. They were still running a guy onto the field.
And as you saw there, Zimmerman there for the kick. He's been lights out for them today.
So we will try the attempt one more time. Not only is that the first touchdown of the game for Evan Grubbs, that is his first reception and first touchdown of the season. So big play for him here in this fourth quarter. And now State High again running a guy onto the field late.
That is actually the quarterback, Furmanek, that was running on the court late. But he's now in position.
So Zimmerman will try this one now from the 15-yard line. And the kick is up and no good. He pushed it to the right. So the score remains 60-0. State High, we are just under 11 minutes remaining in this game.
College 60, Carlisle nothing.
And that is now the third missed field goal on the night for State College. But still, it doesn't matter because they are up 60-0 with 10 minutes and 51 to go left in this fourth quarter.
So State High's kickoff team huddled on their sideline waiting for them to take the field. And now it looks like there's some confusion on the State High sideline again, and this can happen sometimes as you're trying to rotate guys in. This is the type of game you want to see a lot of your guys get some experience, try and get as many players on the field as possible, but that sometimes does create some confusion. You have guys running in and out of the huddles on and off the field late, and it looks like that we had that again here for State High.
And that can happen, especially when you're rotating players in and out. As much depth as you have with this State College team, Coach Matt Lentell is trying to get as many players as he can on the field to get as much production in minutes as possible. So
Daryl Lunan, this will be his first kickoff of the game. He's the only other person to kick off for State High other than Owen Kissinger. And it's away, fielded at the 20-yard line.
And it is caught by Hakeem.
Michael Hakeem up to the 36-yard line.
Daryl Lunan's kickoff is returned by Michael Hakeem.
Brought down that time by Levi Forney. Was the first guy to him, as well as Michael Hill.
Levi Forney.
More substitutions on the field for State College, as we've seen
Carlisle with first and 10
this whole second half.
37.
So Carlisle stood up 1st and 10 here at the 37-yard line. Again, we've seen them get some momentum, start building a drive, but it's been ended by turnovers both times. Let's see what Wilson and this offense can do on this drive. They're going to run it up the middle this time. Bonner with a short gain gets to the 40.
On the carry for Carlisle.
And he is brought down by Theron Anders there.
Gain of 3 on the play. Caden Myers makes the tackle for State College.
Caden Myers, for a gain of 3 for State College.
So ball resting at the 40. It's 2nd and 7.
And usually you would see their running back, Bonner, getting the ball here, but he is currently not on the court. And their new running back is on for them.
Wilson, time to throw. He's going to send one deep, and it's intercepted. Sean Brennan going to his left, and he's going to be brought down at the 43-yard line. One-on-one coverage that time down the field, but the throw behind the receiver, and Sean Brennan in the right position and takes it the other way.
The right position at the right time, and that is something that has been a green light for State College tonight. Their 3rd interception on the night, giving them a chance to go on the other end and score yet another touchdown tonight. This is just beautiful play all night by State College. And what have you seen from this ball team tonight?
It's just defensively, especially, it's been bend but don't break. I mean, they've had a couple of drives where it looked like Carlisle was starting to gain some momentum, as we've discussed. They started running the ball better, moving the ball down the field, but they've come up with big turnovers to keep Carlisle scoreless. Furmanek keeps it this time and breaks a tackle. He's still going across midfield and will fall forward to the 47-yard line. That's good enough for a Little Lions first down as we're under 9 minutes to go in the game.
Yes, and Furmanek was not looking like a quarterback on that possession. He was definitely looking like a running back or a wide receiver, juking players left and right to gain a first down for State College.
State High, first down.
Furmanek with a single receiver and a tight end to the left, 2 receivers to the right.
And when you talk about that depth, they have great depth in that quarterback position from
Gives to Levi Malott, and he's up across the 40. They'll mark him at the 37-yard line, a gain of 9.
From Furmanek,
and a 2nd and 1.
From Furmanek to Corky, they have great depth in that quarterback position, and that's also a great sign, especially going into postseason for this State College team. You have multiple weapons at multiple positions that can give you great production.
Malott is the back again to Furmanek's right. And they're going to let the play clock run down here under 10 seconds. Malott gets the carry, goes to his right. He's going to have the first down to the 35.
Levi Malott on the carry.
Substitutions coming in now for State College. Number 22,
Gain of 3 on
Cooper
the play,
Ingold is back on the field, and number 30 comes out, Levi Malott.
All spotted at the 35.
Devin Mobley comes out, not Levi Malott.
State High, first down.
Number 20 runs on the field for State College.
That's Rowan Walker coming back into the game. A little bit of confusion here. The play clock is under 10. They do just get it off. The give is to Walker. There's a flag on the play. He tries to go to the left side, and he's brought down right at about the line of scrimmage.
Walker on the carry. Josh Smith with the tackle. Penalty flags are down.
Josh Smith with the tackle for Carlisle. But a penalty was thrown. And let's see who it's on.
Got a legal shift on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Okay, it was an illegal shift on the offense. 5-yard penalty for State College. So they will go all the way back to the 40-yard line.
Still first down. That'll bring up a 1st and 15. And there's just that little bit of confusion again with getting more and more guys onto the field, trying to make substitutions. And it just that one just didn't look right for the start. Motion man, and they're going to give it to him on the end around. That's Adam Scherf, and he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage at about the 42-yard line.
Adam Scherf on the
So that'll
carry.
bring up a 2nd and 17.
Loss of 2 on the play.
Yes, and that was a loss of 2 on the play, and he was brought down by Josh Smith there on the tackle.
Second and 17, State College.
And you can hear the crowd singing Sweet Caroline.
One well-known in this town, but not necessarily for these games, but for the Penn State football games. As Furmanek back to throw on this play, steps up and he's going to take off with it and runs through a tackler and then is brought down from behind that time.
Keen Furmanek on the
By
carry
aiming a
for State
backer.
College. Gain of 7, 3rd and 10.
So that gets them back to the original line of scrimmage before the penalty. It'll bring up a 3rd and 10 as we're under 5 to go here in the 4th quarter.
And this tune that they're playing is reminding me of so many times that I've been in Beaver Stadium singing that song.
The ball resting at the 35. Single receiver to the near side.
With 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
Low snap collected by Furmanek. He's under pressure and is just going to throw it away.
Great decision by Furmanek. There was nowhere he could possibly go with that defense collapsing and getting to him, and he just threw it to the right side of the field. And it'll now be 4th down for State College. They are in field goal territory, but let's see what they do here.
Looks like the offense is staying on the field. But we'll see if this is just a little short pooch punt. Again, 2 receivers and a tight end to the right side, 1 receiver at the bottom to the left. Furmanek will drop back to pass. He throws, he's got a man open, and it's caught at the 22-yard line, and cutting back to the near side of the field. And now brought down inside the 10-yard line is Evan Grubbs.
Wow, but that was just a great run. He almost got the touchdown, but he stopped right at the 7-yard line.
And now we have a late flag thrown after the play.
Flags are down.
The official's pointing in the direction of Carlisle. Let's see.
Welcome back on the offense. 10-yard penalty. First down.
So it does end up going on State High. So it will be a first down, but the penalty will bring the ball back. We'll see where they end up spotting it, as it's 10 yards from where the foul occurred. So they'll mark it at the 23-yard line. He was brought down inside the 10. So State High, as opposed to inside the red zone, now near the red zone. But they're going to continue to let that clock bleed down.
Now with 3 minutes left to go.
3 receivers and a tight end to the left. They pitch it to Malott, following his blockers inside the 20, and he's going to be brought down by Josh Smith.
Levi Malott on the carry for State College. Fans, your Little Lions have entered the Leno Hobego Red Zone.
So that play goes for about 5, brings up a 2nd and 5. They mark him at the 18-yard line.
And they are now in the red zone, looking to possibly score here.
Yeah, we are nearing the 2-minute mark, so we'll see if they do try and punch it in or just try and bleed this clock down. Malott gets the carry again, spins off of a tackler, and now driving inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And that'll bring up 1st and goal with under 2 minutes to play.
The clock's still ticking down.
Gain of 10.
With a gain of 10.
Carlisle 8-yard line. That is a State High first down.
Ball spotted at the 8-yard line. We're going to see what State College can do here, with it only being 90 seconds left to go in this game. And just a great overall game by State College. Whether they score here or not, they've just been on their P's and Q's all game, from defensively to offensively, from bringing their quarterbacks in to their wide receivers, having different men that can come in and out and still give you that production that you need.
3 on the play.
And if you're Matt Linsell, you should be very, very happy with what your team has done tonight.
Malott brings that one to the 5-yard line.
Fans, we would ask for your assistance.
We're under a minute now.
Clean. Before you leave tonight, please dispose of all garbage in the cans located throughout the stadium. Thank you.
2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now with 30 seconds to go, State High will snap the ball, and they'll just take a knee.
And now Fermanek does take the knee, so that will end the game. The clock will run out. State High does not have to snap it again. And with this win, that pushes State High now to 8-1 on the year. They defeat Carlisle 60-0.
Yes, and that now pushes Carlisle to
That is the end of
0-9 on the season.
Score, State College 60, Carlisle nothing.
And if you're Carlisle, you just have to regroup with not winning a single game this season. It's something that you're used to, but you just have to go back into practice and continue to give it your all no matter what. You're not going to have a chance to play in the playoffs, but just continuing the season off strong and not giving up is what you have to do from game to game.
Well, that's going to wrap it up here for Memorial Field. State High with the 60-0 win. From Kara Baker, I'm Jacob Rudy. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.